Hello, this is ConsultX here for the Heat Signature Daily Challenge for February 6, 2019. Today's daily I am playing as Polk Oakhurst, who is a frail, shaky breacher with a concussion hammer and a self-charging swapper. Very interesting. Polk Oakhurst wants to kill 3 Sovereign officers as fast as possible. So, notably, we have this swapper. That means that we could skip the first 2 missions. Let's say I do skip the first 2 missions. What would I do then? Well, on the third ship, which is glitch proof, I'd have to figure something out. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to dock and look at the crates on these ships, and then if there are not very many crates, then I will skip it. Otherwise, I will do it normally. What even is the clause? The clause is as fast as possible. Okay, so there is no clause. So I want to dock. Oh, huge overshoot. Huge overshoot. I should have just gone for swapping with the target at that point. There's a crate down there. And a guy holding an item and a crate up here? Okay, yeah. So the target has the key card. So if I swap them into space, then I will not have clearance. But I can bonk guard Ossard. I have no way to make noise that can be heard through walls. Running through the ship is definitely inefficient. I think this will be fine. I'll miss out on 2 crates by doing this unless I can find a way to yoink level. Oh, nice. Okay, Charity Orchard caught by pod. So now what I can do is I can clonk that guy, remote control my pod, over to this airlock, at which point I can take these gadgets, and then I can loot these crates. So I'm going to go over to this crate first. Don't care about any of those people. Could throw my concussion hammer at him, but that'd be inconvenient, so I'm not gonna bother. Ooh, and a visitor. So, I wasted a tiny bit of time by docking first, but by swapping the guy right into my pod and then taking his stuff, I have now obtained a lot of very valuable gear. So I have a... Didn't I stash 2 long blades? No matter. I have a swapper. I have a subverter grenade launcher. That's great. That'll let me get through some doors. Also, there was a crash beam too. I guess that other guard who was walking by picked up that crash beam. That's annoying. I actually really wanted that crash beam. Anyways, a stealth shield and a subverter grenade launcher are definitely, and a swapper are definitely enough to get me through the third ship. So I'm definitely going to just outright skip this ship right here. So I still want to get to the dock. Or no, I don't want to get to the airlock right away. There's no need for that. So getting to the airlock lets you go inside the ship, like have your pod be on top of the ship. But since this is an assassination, not a capture mission or a rescue mission, it's not really necessary. Uh-oh. Okay, I didn't get too close to the ship. That's good. So I want to approach from the front end because that'll be where the target is going to be. And I want to get as close as possible. Throw myself towards the ship and swap. Oh, unfortunate. I need to go from the side, probably. Oh, or not. I want to stop remote controlling my pod. Oh, did I pick myself up? Okay, well. Alright, wasted a tiny bit of time, but not a huge issue. Okay. So, are there any crates? There's one way up there, but that's not really a concern. So I'm just going to stab that guy, throw this there, and then head down this way. And then I'll stash these long blades for the sake of the future. Blast my way out. Oh, I should have lined up my pod so that I didn't have to catch myself here. But that's fine. Target's going to suffocate in space. So that was actually a bit slow. I spent a lot of time messing up the swap with that target, but it's not a big deal. Now the last mission is target flees. That's actually incredible, because if I can visit up to the telepad, then I can subvert it and teleport out. I need to sound the alarm, but I could shoot this quiet gun to make noise. Subvert the telepad, teleport out, and then, oh shoot, I didn't accept the mission. And then the target will just kill themselves all by themselves, all alone. So I'm very excited about this mission. I was on the first mission, I was a bit inefficient, but I also got those crates. On the second mission, I just messed up the swapping process, but that's also not a huge deal. I do want to dock at this one. Where's the telepad? Okay, so the telepad is over there. Oh, I see. The crash beam is still inside my ship. That's where it went. Right, that makes sense. That's why it didn't get stashed. Okay. So, how am I going to get to this telepad? Let me think. I have a swapper. I have a visitor. I have a stealth shield. Alright, well, let's start with this. I need to subvert this door with the subverter grenade. And then I want to get down. I want to sound the alarm, which will be very easy to do by stepping in a heat sensor. I'll stealth shield up to this key card, yoink it, run down, and then probably swap with this pod of guards, and then visit, or I could visit through and swap and then run down, subvert the telepad, teleport out. Anyways, it definitely starts with me activating the stealth shield and yoinking this key card. So I want to be facing this way. Deactivate that just in case. Can I yoink this keycard as I pass? Alright, well, it doesn't matter, because I am going to swap with... Swap with that guy. Visit past. Toss a subverter right here. And then telepad out. And because the hull is glitch proof, I will be prevented from teleporting back in. And then my target will assassinate themselves. Okay. So I think that last mission was about as good as it gets. The first mission, I was a little bit inefficient because I docked right away, which might have been unnecessary, but that was part and parcel of being able to loot the gadget off the guard. Oh no, the gadget was it was part and parcel of looting the gadget and the key card off of the assassination target. So it was definitely worth it, because the key card allowed me to steal the crates, which allowed me to get my subverter grenade launcher, which was, I think, the top left crate on the last ship. And the subverter grenade launcher was instrumental for completely blowing open the last mission. And I think the visitor might have also been in a crate, or maybe it was a dropped item from some other guard. Like, I think it was the dropped item from the guard who was not the target on the first ship. But the visitor was also helpful. although not a huge deal because the swapper got me through. I didn't really bypass any clearance with the visitor. The stealth shield helped as well. I don't know where that came from. Maybe it was another crate. Uh, but yeah, so stealing those crates I think was definitely worth it. So I think that the first ship was as fast as it needed to be. The second ship I messed up. I messed up the swap in with the target there uh, on the first try, and so I wasted like I think probably 10 seconds on that. So that was definitely there was definitely a lot of room for improvement on the second ship. Uh, and then the third ship was I think about as good as that third ship can get, especially if other people aren't gonna get that last the subverter crate. So yeah, I think that this has a pretty good chance of standing. Although, yeah, because I think most people are not going to do the first ship as fast as I did while still getting the items. They might skip the first ship, but I think swapping in rather than making my way through the ship and then picking up the guard and then docking and then grabbing the key card from that is definitely faster than making my way through the ship. And so I think that uh, for somebody to do the third ship as fast as I did, they need to slow down on the first ship. Um, and they probably won't do the first ship as fast as I did. And if they skip the first ship, then they'll go a lot slower on the third ship. Uh, and then I think the second ship was my weakest link. I probably could have cut 5 points off of my style penalty on that ship because I did it in like 24 seconds, I think, and I could have done it in probably 15. Uh, so somebody could get an edge on me there, but I think I was pretty clever on the first ship by swapping the guard right into the pod by placing the pod over the room of guards because that's what I do in the regular heat signature game when I'm trying to get when I've just gotten a new character and I'm trying to get them enough money to do their personal mission. You buy one swapper, you go to the ghost, and then you choose the most expensive capture, assassination, or rescue mission, and you place your pod right on top of the right on top, or not ghost. You could go to ghost if you have a way out, like a slipstream or a stealth shield. But if you don't have a way out, then you go to is it Enigma? No, you go to no alarms, and you place your pod right over the capture, assassination, or rescue target, and so that way they get swapped right into the pod, and then you throw a wrench at a wall and knock yourself out in sight of the guards so that they'll just take you off the ship and they won't sound the alarm because you're already unconscious. And that way you can do missions way above a character's pay grade. It's better to just choose ghost and then stealth shield out or like sidewind out if you have a way out of like a locked room or whatever. Uh, but if you don't, then you can choose no alarms and just knock yourself out, and that's a ticket right off the ship. Uh, great, great opportunity for breachers everywhere. You get to take a nap, and the guards will just give you a free ride off the ship. But yeah, anyways, so that worked really well for me on the first ship. On the second ship, could have done better. Third ship, very good, better than anybody who doesn't get items on the first ship, I think. Or maybe there's something crazy on the second ship. I don't know. But that crate was way out of the way. Uh, so yeah, I feel quite good about this time. So yeah, this is Console TX signing out.